Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Mac Merlin stream. Let's see who is here today. I'm seeing a King Friday, T Mighty, Tao Osu, Dark Action, 10 Foot. Who else is here? Effie and Amana's Kusi, I believe. I believe that's how you pronounce your name. Oshika and Happy Tailwag. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Let's see. As you guys can see from the stream title down below, we are building my recently unboxed Novelkeys G67 Element Plus. Check it out. Yellow board right here. Yellow board. Here, let me do a quick overhead shot here so you guys can see it. There we go. Right here. This is the board right here. We'll talk more about it in just a bit, but I have a yellow Cerakoted one, as you guys can see right there. We'll be doing a completely yellow build, or as yellow as I can get. Why yellow? Yellow is actually one of my favorite colors, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Alright, okay. Just as a quick overview of what this board actually is, we're going to talk about the little Geek Hack page that they have. Here, I'll post it into chat so you guys can all follow along. Boom. There we go. Follow along as we talk about the Novelkeys Element G67. So yeah, it's being advertised as a minimal gasket 65%, and it comes in 3 variants. The first variant is a full aluminum build. You know, aluminum top and bottom case, sandblasted and anodized for $260 to $280. The second variant is going to be the Element Plus, which I'm building right now, which... let's see, does he list it here? Nope, he does not list it here. But the second variant is going to be a aluminum Cerakoted top like I have right here, and a brass bottom. This is what gives the board all of its weight. The third variant is what's going to be called the, I believe it is the Novelkeys Element G67 Ultra, in which it is fully stainless steel, top and bottom made of stainless steel, super heavy. And that one's going to retail around $700. So yeah, 240, 420, and 700. Those are the 3 different variants that this board comes in today. You also have your choice of plate as well, between aluminum and carbon fiber, I believe. One unique aspect about the 65% board is, you guys can see it right there. Not sure if you guys can see it, but that is a daughter board. That is the new C3 daughter board that has ESD protection, overcurrent, and over voltage protection, all that. So it's a very well protected PCB, as you guys can see. If you caught my earlier unboxing this past Tuesday evening, and I guess Thursday if you watch on YouTube, I did notice that because this is a prototype unit, sent out to me really quick, the Cerakoting on it is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. If you've been watching my stream for a while, you know that I've built like 3 Cerakoted boards, and all of those were like super durable. If you don't know what Cerakoting is, it is the coating that they apply to firearms, right? So they're meant to be durable so you can drop your gun and not worry about completely scratching it. But this one is terrible. Like I received it with a scratch already, and in the middle of the unboxing, I seem to have added a little bit more to it. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there. It's just, yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. So yeah, not Cerakoted. Not Cerakoted at all. Novelkeys has reached back out to me and said they will provide me with a production top that is properly Cerakoted at a better factory once the group buy is actually going through and everything. Part of my thoughts about the whole process is that Cerakoting is more popular here in the United States. I'm sure other countries are able to do it, but probably don't have the expertise that a lot of United States-based vendors have. Like here in Seattle, Washington, within like 15 miles of me, I have located 4 different Cerakote agencies, right? 4 different Cerakote agencies via Yelp, and all of them are between 4 and 5 stars. But yeah, you know, it's more a predominant thing in the US, which is probably why the ones that I've seen are actually really good. But yeah, let's get to building. Let's get to building. Let's see. FB says carbon fiber the most stiff plate, not at all. Similar to what Tao Osu said right here. So yeah, let's get the plate out because we need to solder in the PCB. And if you guys caught the unboxing, I really wanted all yellow, so I was gonna do Gateron KS3s, but then someone was like, no, FFFFs will look better on it. And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's the yellow top. So I bought it from Malvix up in Canada, just across the border from me. Received it just in time. So here they are. These are basically lavenders with a lighter spring. It is a nylon top, nylon bottom, so it's got that deeper sound. And unfortunately, try as I might, the yellow on it doesn't actually match this yellow, so... Oh well, it's more of an orangey yellow. I feel like this would match the KBD fans yellow more than the yellow that Novelkeys has provided, so not so sure. Yeah. Oh well. I do plan on putting Serika on this at the very end, so it will be 3 different shades of yellow. So I have been reassured. I've been reassured by Novelkeys that the production Cerakoting facility will be much better. But that remains to be seen. They have reassured me that they will be sending me a better production grade top unit. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, this was really just a prototype. He just had to get stuff out. Other things regarding the prototype is that the PCB that was sent didn't have the 7U support, or it claimed to support 7U, but when Andy V. Nguyen, who's currently still streaming, tried it out, it didn't work out for him. So yeah, keep that in mind. These are all just, you know, prototype units. Though to be honest, I feel like when a vendor sends me a prototype unit and it's not like, you know, completely the same as the prototype, it's a bad representation of the group buy, right? Because if you're trying to advertise your unit, you shouldn't have like all of these defects, especially like, you know, like the Cerakoting thing really caught me off guard. This was pretty bad. They should, because considering the cause, I know, right? There we go, that's the plate. Like I said earlier, this is a gasket mounted board. See, sorry, I read that turtle. I meant to say that isn't that bad, yeah. Alright, let's try this out. Okay, PCB lights up as intended. That's fine and everything. So, has this been officially put in VIA yet? So one thing about this PCB is even though it's a different PCB, what tends to happen is it's the same matrix, so the firmware works just fine. Okay, looks like it doesn't have VIA on it yet, so I will have to flash VIA on it just to make my testing life easier. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, so if you guys go to config.qmk.fm or even if you go on VIA, when this is finally on VIA, there's only one firmware file to fit his acrylic, his carbon fiber, and his high profile element board. Let's see. Load it up. It should work. Yes. Okay. Now when I press configure, it should detect this board. Hopefully, maybe. Yes. There it is. Okay, it works. It works. Okay. There we go. There we go. Who dat says, I was watching an Andy V. Nguyen stream the other day and my GF goes, I like Mech Merlin. Oh my gosh. It's because I'm very magical, you know? That is one thing that no one else in the community can trump me over. I'm the most magical streamer. Anyway, here we go. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna do the key tester. Test matrix. There we go. Okay. We're good, we're good. Where is my handy dandy test tool? Pigeon Fox says same. Oh gosh, you guys. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, if you guys are first-time builders, make sure you test your PCB before doing anything else to it. Even if you're only doing hot swap, just make sure you test your PCB. It will save you lots of heartache. Believe me, I know. I have made that mistake many times. Well, actually, not many times. It just takes once for you to learn your lesson. It's so heartbreaking. Oh, I can hear the clicker going on in the living room. I guess my wife was training our cat to do something. Not sure if you guys heard that click, it was pretty loud. Oh wait, you guys probably didn't, because I have my noise filters turned on. Almost there. And so far, so good. So far, so good, right? And we are good. We are good. No more worries. No more worries about whether or not the PCB actually works, because we just confirmed that it works. Hooray! Okay. Alright, okay. First things first, put on those stabilizers. Put on those stabilizers. So I've kind of started to make it this habit of mine that I would pre-do all of the stabilizers before a stream. Doesn't save that much time, but on average, it takes me about 20 minutes to lube and I guess lube and screw in all the stabilizers, so any amount of time helps. Because I feel like doing the stabilizers is the most boring part of any stream. You're not really putting in switches, it's just the regular stabilizers. So of course what I'm putting on today are my Durock V2s. In my opinion, they are probably the best stabs in our industry right now. Merlin, did you build a Phantom? If so, what did you think? I have my Phantom right here. Haven't built it yet. You know, I don't know when I'll have time, to be honest. I guess that's one of the drawbacks of being like a streamer. While I am extremely grateful that lots of vendors send me all of their stuff just to demo on stream, the stuff that I buy for myself tends to get, you know, shifted further and further down. See, Catherine says, using a Sharkoon and ordered everything to mod a motor speed that I have with Otemu Black. Nice. The Moto speeds are actually fairly good OEM boards. I know quite a few people who've got them. I feel it's great for the money too. Yeah, the Bakaneko. It's funny because like over time, I feel like our expectations for what a cheap board is has slowly shifted upwards, because 130 bucks. Think about it. 130 bucks is still more expensive than your typical off-the-shelf Corsair or Racer board, right? So anyone outside this community looking at that would be like, what the freak? 130 bucks? That's such a small board and it's painted? What in the world? You guys are, you know, crazy. Draw says, I'd rather spend 120 on a nice Leopold or Vermillo than a cheap custom. Yeah, a lot of people have that mentality as well. Ah, why can't I put this washer on properly? Here, let's try this again. There we go. If he says totally agree. Yeah, I think for me though, I would still go for a cheap custom as long as it's got QMK and, you know, the necessary protection features. So if I had to choose between the Bakaneko and a Corsair, a Vermillo, or a Leopold, I would still go for the Bakaneko. Simply because programmability is very important to me. And I could really care less about the painted look. You know, as I mentioned earlier, there's a bunch of Cerakote shops within 10-15 miles of me. It's not that big of an issue. Alright. Let's see, make sure these are all screwed in tight. Like, if you're hoping for one to be better than the other, I don't think you'll get that from me unless your definition of better is the lighter switch is the best one. Then with that qualifier, then this is the better switch. Right? Like, just playing with them as a single switch, comparing them with Lavenders, they're about the same. This is obviously a lighter feeling. There we go. Okay, let's put these in. Oh, someone from an earlier stream mentioned that carbon fiber was difficult to put switches in. I believe Novelkeys took that into consideration, as if you look at each of these cutouts, there are little holes cut out on the edges, so even something like an FFFF switch, like JWK switches tend to be harder to plug in. But see, that one just put in, this one just plugged in really easily. And let's see, does it come out easily? Not so much, actually. There we go. There we go. Popped out like that. So yeah, you know. The Exister, I think, says if I get FFFF, I would have to spring swap. Yeah. Yeah, I figured I would try these with their stock spring just to, you know, just to try them out. 10-foot says, bought my girlfriend a KBD67 Lite for her birthday to try and get her hooked on the hobby, hoping to pair with EPBT Dreamscape. Nice. Good on you, man, for getting your significant other into the hobby. Alright, let's put on a couple switches here. Let's see how far we get. Yeah, I try to get my wife into this hobby. Of course, she's not gonna go out and buy a bunch of boards, but she has, like, oh wow, that came out really quick. Of course, she's been more like, oh, you should try this key set. You should try and buy that key set, which has been a boon because I'm like, oh, I have an excuse to spend it on a GMK set. I think the latest one she did that on was the, what do you call that? Was the GMK Bento. There we go. We'll start with these 4 switches first. Solder these 4 switches. Does anyone have any considerations regarding changing springs? I bought one of that Otemu's, that spring force causing a pain that's still here on my fist. I didn't find any things about it. Not sure if it's because it's simple or not common. Yeah, changing springs is quite common in this community. Not everyone likes a certain spring weight, so yeah, it's fairly normal. Bento has nice. So we got in on Bento round 2. I missed out on round 1. Because my phone is here. The Slick Rick said, had to stop by and say hi. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I feel like a lot of people who can't like watch my entire stream still drop by just to say, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, you guys are so sweet. I think I have a coworker who drops by every now and then as well, and I'm like, oh, hi. Dr. Killswitch says 67G is my go-to. 67G. I like 67G as well. There we go. So one thing about plate foam that I have installed here is that plate foam also makes the board a little stiffer. While it mutes the plate, it also makes the board slightly stiffer. So depending on what foam you use, you could pretty much invalidate any flexiness that you have in the plate. So I'm very curious how this is going to be. You chose not to use the PCB foam, aka I forgot. Yeah, that's actually a very common thing, and by the time you realize you've forgotten it, you're like, well, screw it. I'm not gonna desolder the board. Have I considered ever selling Mech Merlin wizard hats, like branded ones? Okay, so I had this crazy idea like a year ago. I was gonna sell the Mech Merlin wizard kit. Basically, it was a it was gonna be like an entire regalia of ESD protected clothing with the Mech Merlin logo on it, so that you could solder your board and not worry about shorting it, about like damaging it with like ESD, and I'd advertise it with like, so the hat gives you plus 5 to soldering, but the ESD protected robe gives you plus 20 to soldering. Amazing how we wear this for Halloween. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow. It was certified. Wow. Yeah. You could wear it at the at the latest meetup. Oh my gosh. You'd see like a bunch of people who walk in with like, you know, because like I think like ESD protected material has this shine to it, so you would have this shine as you walk around. Oh my gosh. Andy, I don't allow people to post links, so just send it to me via Whisper, and then I will post it right now, actually. Whisper it to me. Whisper your secrets to me, Andy. Stu B13, subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. What did you whisper into my ear, Andy? You whispered... Ah, there it is. Perfect. Oh, oh. Oh, he even told me a secret. Oh, okay. Subscribe if you want to hear that secret. Oh my gosh. Dirty little secret. There it is. You like this? 你好，听得到吗? Yes, well, 听得到. I don't know what you're hearing or what you're saying for me to hear. Whoa, 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 what's going on? Why is this full? You got GG, didn't notice until day of build. Yeah, I know. That's kind of weird how he sent you an ISO. Maybe he just wanted to troll you or something? That's really weird. Did you actually reach out to Novelkeys and ask them why? Okay. There is something weird with that hole. The switch is not going in. What is going on? What is going on with that hole? I didn't ask why, I just asked for an ANSI because most people entering want ANSI. Yeah, I didn't specifically ask for an ANSI. There you go. Oh, that was a tight fit right there. Yeah, that's a tight fit. Why are you so tight-fitting? There. Let me... That's spooky. Oh boy. That's what she said. Oh, Michael Scott. You know, I was so upset when they removed the Office from a Netflix because I was actually like watching it over again, and then they took it off, and I was like, oh no. Some of those episodes are just like, you know, you could watch them many times and still laugh. Okay, I think that hole is not cut to the same specs as the rest of them. And I see why. Okay, there's... Yeah, that does look a little smaller. That's why DVDs... DVD? What are DVDs? I don't think I've had a DVD in a long time. I do have Blu-rays discs, though, which I guess are still DVDs. You're gonna have to jam it in tight, says Andy. Alright, that looks good. That looks in there. Alright. Let's solder a couple more switches. He meant to say the Pirate Ocean, but smaller. Oh, man. Right. But I feel like I'm going to save that switch for last. I'm still not happy with how it's not 100% flush. Yeah, I'm not happy with how unflushed that is. Let's take it back out. Why is it not... Oh, I see why. It's because... Okay. I might be able to modify that. Let's see. Yeah, that circle isn't... Whew. Okay, maybe that's better. That should fit better. Let's see, in you go. Yep, there we go. It fit better. Just had to shave the plate a little. Wow, okay. Good thing this is a prototype, right? Oh, that's still not perfect. I want it perfect. Let's try a different switch. And he says, I'm not allowed to talk about GMK Pro or else the glorious FBI police will come to my front door. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a... Okay. That plate is not cut properly there. Oh well. It is what it is. Let's just finish the build. I'll get it fixed. Okay. Let's see, a couple more switches here. I will need to put an actual spacebar because I always screw this up. Always screw this up without an actual what do you call that? Keycap set. So let me pull out my Serika here. There we go, Serika. Let's see, Miko Yan, Alan Lee, and Jonathan John has subscribed. Thank you. Thank you guys for all your support. Truly appreciate it. This channel would not be as it is now without any of you guys, actually, so I really do appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. Fransuso says, Merlin, have you had the chance of trying the KD fan screw and stabs? If you're talking about the polycarb ones, last I heard those are still in production, and by the time it got, like the G67 Lite R2 got to me, production was still not done. So honestly, I don't know when they will be. And this board will have 3 different shades of yellow by the time it's done. 3 different shades of yellow by the time it's done, but you know, that's fine. There we go. We want yellow. Bring your yellow logos. Oh, the GMK ones? Yeah, I guess I could do that, but that would look kind of weird. Should have used mustard as lube. I can't remember. Did I try that as part of my lubing tutorial? Did I try mustard? I can't remember. Oh yes, if you guys are wondering, last April Fools, I did a lubing tutorial. Notice I say April Fools, in which I tried lube from the grocery store. By lube, I mean sauces. Please tell me you didn't put mustard on the switches. I couldn't mustered up the courage to do so. Avocado. Yeah, if you guys watch my YouTube vid was it 2017? Yeah, I think it was 2017 or like 2018. I tried like soy sauce, I tried cooking oil, I tried olive oil, I tried I forget. I just tried a bunch of stuff. Oh, I tried peanut sauce as well. Peanut sauce and soy sauce and Crisco. Crisco actually worked really well. I was really surprised. And butter worked probably the first 10 minutes, and then it started to like solidify. And then the switch was like, oh, that's like way too stiff. Gab says, I would be triggered. Yeah, it's on YouTube. If you guys look for McMerlin lubing, you'll find it. It is my most downvoted video. For some people, for some reason, a lot of people took me seriously. I don't know why. Yeah, for some reason, a lot of people took me seriously. I got like a lot of hate comments from that. I was just like, you guys want to check the date of the video? Well, in light of that, I guess I was successful. I was successful in pulling off that April Fools, right? There we go. No, I did not try WD-40. WD-40 was, I guess, I walked into Uwaji Maya and I couldn't find WD-40 there. All right. Okay. We good? Let's just test a PCB and we can do the build. Yeah, even on April 1st, they did not get it. Well, there were some people, okay. Since I'm here in Seattle, Washington, PDT, right? For people who watch my content outside the United States, it was already April 2nd for them. So it didn't really make sense, right? It didn't make sense. Even when I conveniently put Happy April Fools at the end of the video. Right? Just double check all my joints. Make sure I didn't miss any. Looks good. Looks good. Let's test it. You heard WD-40 eats away at plastic, so please nobody actually try that if you like your switches. I actually did not know that. So thank you. Thank you for informing us. You know, it's funny, that just reminded me of that guy from this guy on YouTube. He recommended putting WD-40 in your Cherry MX Blues so that it would decrease the sound of the click. Like, keep in mind, this is a video from like 2015 or so. Did the spoken word already happen? No, it needs to be redeemed. But here, let's go test out. Let's go test this out. Reset. Wait. Why are you not being detected? Why are you not being detected, board? There we go. You're detected now. Perfect. Test matrix. Text test matrix. Uh-oh. Backspace is not working. Backspace, why are you not working? Did I screw you up? No, it is very clearly there. It is very clearly there. Oh, hold on guys, I have to... My wife is calling me really quick. Here, let me just... Here, hold on. BRB. I'm back. Alright, let's see, what were we saying? We were saying that the backspace key wasn't working. Backspace key is not working. Which is very odd, because it was working earlier. Here, let me use the tweezer. Is it a problem with the switch, or is it a problem with the pad? Oh, yes. Okay. I see what this is. This is a problem with the firmware. Or the via JSON even. Here, let me just... Where did I put my multimeter? Multimeter. Yeah, leave it in the tool shed. I left it in the tool shed. Well, crap. Okay. What this means is the via JSON hasn't been configured correctly. So I will have to fix that up later. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Actually, am I able to fix it up really quick now? Okay. This is annoying to me. Okay. So, when you do PCB design, you should endeavor to have your regular 2U backspace to share the same pads as your split backspace key. Right? You should endeavor, but it looks like the way this PCB was designed is that where the 2U backspace is and where the 1U backspace is share the same row but the different column. So annoying. Okay, that's not a hard fix, but not something I can fix right now. Actually, so let's move this out. I'm gonna have to like look at the via JSON really quick. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna build this first. Easy to fix later. Easy to fix later. It should just be a via change, to be honest. But before we continue, I just have to figure out which row, which column it's actually on. That's annoying. That's really annoying. So what that tells me is actually the PCBs are not identical then. Not like what I claimed earlier. So let me just figure out which column he actually is a part of. Yeah, earlier when I was testing the PCB, I might have triggered one of the other ones by accident. Okay. Alright, the 7th pin down. Let me just figure out what pin this is before I continue. This is the 7th pin down on the right, which would make it... Why can't I find a good pin-out diagram when I need it? The 7th pin down on the right is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pin C7. Okay. Let me just jot that down in my notes. Pin C7, and we'll get back to it later. Pin C7. Okay. Let's continue with the build.
Difference doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that you're special. You're one of a kind.
We will clean up the PCB really quick. Just 'cause. I did a pretty good job on not creating too much flux residue, so that should be good. You don't have to brush it too much here.
It just means that you're special. You're one of a kind. One of a kind.
What am I brushing? I am brushing off all of the extra flux residue here. Yeah, I did a pretty good job maintaining my heat, so there's not too much that's come around. It's also a black PCB, so you can't see it as often. Yeah, this is the brown stuff that you see. It's more prevalent on lighter colored PCBs. On a black one, very hard to see. But, you know, if I know it's there, then it bothers me. What is my favorite keyboard? I don't have a favorite keyboard. I am a man of variety. I think I've said this before, but If theoretically there was a best keyboard of all time, coveted by many, worth thousands of dollars, and I happen to own it, it would probably bore me after a week. Why am I giving my PCB a toothbrush clean? Okay, so here we go. This is the explanation. As you're soldering, the flux will scatter around your PCB and will pool around each of your switch legs, especially if you don't solder at the right temperature. What eventually happens is all of this flux residue can and eventually will cause corrosion. So corrosion around your switch legs will lead to, you know, your PCB shorting, your PCB not working correctly anymore. So by doing this, the process I'm doing right now will ensure that that does not happen. Well, you reduce the chances of that happening, because even with me doing this, I don't believe I am 100% removing all of the flux residue. But at least it reduces the chances of that occurring, right? Yeah, with that said, we should be good. What solder am I using? I am using 6332. Oh, sorry, 6732. Is it possible for flux to build up between the plate and PCB? If you are a terrible solderer, then yeah, I guess it's possible. I'm back. PCB finished? Yes, PCB is finished. PCB is indeed finished. You're now gonna put the daughter board back in. Gavin said they do make no clean solder that should not corrode over time, and in this case it's just a visual thing. Well, yes, they do that, but there is still a trace amount of flux in it, which will, you know, still have that flux residue, especially if you solder at like a higher temperature. What's the blend for the NK dry silk housing? I believe those are still polycarb top and nylon bottoms. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you know. Ah, why is this not going through? Is there any other drawback to no clean solder other than more expensive? I guess it's not as available. Well, I guess if you buy it from Amazon, then it's available, but I like to buy from my local store. I've got this mom and pop store here. Like, even though their prices are a little bit more expensive, I think it's worth it. Because I can get it whenever I want, and I get to support a local business. I exist before I think assumes that there's going to be a spoken word. But as of now, there won't be. Someone redeemed it? I did not see that, actually. A long, long time ago. Like when? What time? I definitely did not notice it. But then again, my Streamlabs has been bugging out, so that could be it. Wow, why is this not going in? Oh, ban. Okay, yeah, sorry, I did not see that. My Streamlabs isn't. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, I have no way of verifying if you actually redeemed it or not. Yeah, if you can tell me what time you redeemed it, might be able to track it down. Yeah, but man, if there are really that many, I might not have time. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. See, like my wife does need me to help her with something. So, we'll see. Hopefully no more setbacks on this stream, right? And Bessa says, I'm being scammed. Oh, there we go. I see yours. And Bessa, did you just do that after I said I didn't have much time today? Wow. Let's see. Ban me sandwich. Looking. Hmm. I see Bessa's, but I don't see yours. Like how long ago did you do it? And Bessa says, of course you did. Well, I'll probably have to skip you then. When Andy raided. Okay, let me see if I can find it around then. It's about an hour. Okay, good. That's a good timestamp I can follow. Okay. Looks like I have the board in. Perfect. Okay, let's see. When Andy raided. Andy. See, Andy Nguyen raided with the party. Let's look a couple messages. I see a bunch of follows. See a Geeky Ed, Eric Wong. I see a hydrate. Oh, geez, I missed that hydrate. Mm. Yeah, that's so weird. I'm not seeing it at all. All I see is some Nbessas. Well, I'll do Nbessas then, and I'll just, I'll just do that one. But let me put the board together really quick. See, Nbessa, what style do you want it in? What style do you want this in? Hey guys, while I'm soldering or while I'm putting the board together, we can start talking about that. Search for Tropic Thunder. What's Tropic Thunder? Oh, looks like my music died as well. Let me redo the playlist. So yeah, TS100 breaking. Oh no, wait, was it a TS100 that broke, or is that what you're recommending? Oh, TS80, there we go. I've seen people use the TS80, but I personally have never used it myself, so I don't really have too many recommendations regarding it. Man. You know, honestly, I feel like a lot of these screws aren't going all the way in. Though I can feel it catching, it's just not going all the way in. The heck? Is there any info on when the group buy is going to go live? I believe it's all mentioned in the Geekhack page, but I vaguely remember that it's like 2 weeks from now. It's definitely not this week. It could be next week. Brass and yellow is not a good look. White and brass is good. Contrasting colors. Well, that's what you think. I specifically like the yellow and brass look. Just because I'm a big fan of yellow. What the heck, man? Your opinion is wrong. How dare you? This is my channel. This is my channel. My opinions are all 100% correct here. In the world. HG agrees with you. Oh my gosh. How dare you have an opinion different than mine? I think when I first unboxed this, one of the screws got stuck, if I remember correctly. It's just janky build experience here. Yeah, once the plate and everything is in, it's weird. Wow. It's not what I was expecting. What would I recommend for a top mount board? Like, any board? Any board that's top mount? If that's the case, I would say a TGR Jane. That's probably got one of the nicest sounding top mounts I've ever tried. No, what the heck is wrong with this? It's not None of the screws are actually... What's your favorite linear switch? I do not have a favorite linear switch. However, I do have a group of linear switches that I liked. I'm a big fan of Gateron Black Inks, big fan of Lavenders, big fan of, what else? Gateron Yellows, both the KS3 and the Milky Top variants, big fan of Gateron Blacks. I actually like Telios as well. What else? I like alpacas. I like... Yeah, there's quite a few that I like. I'm a Gateron nerd, yeah. Yeah, I do like Gateron quite a lot. Wow, this is just... I don't know what's going on here. You mixed up the screws front or no, I did not. You need the longer screws on the back here, so that's that's what I have. The ones that are coming out are just the smaller ones. So strange. Yeah, like even during the unboxing experience, it didn't quite fit right. So I wonder if this is just another aspect of it being a prototype unit. But these screws are not screwing in at all. Like it's screwed in without the plate and everything, but once you put the plate in, despite me trying to plug it in correctly, it doesn't seem to want to do its job. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. This has not been a very good build experience, to be honest. Yeah, that's so weird. Right, I'm gonna take off all the screws again. Try it one more time. For example, there's that one screw right there that's not coming out. Hopefully just a prototype. I know, right? This is odd. Extremely odd. Then again, this is also the first board that I have that has a brass weight at the bottom. So maybe there's just something about brass weights that I don't know about. But I highly doubt it. See, like, I got those all screwed in. But for some reason, this guy just won't... Here, let me just shine a light down there. It's so weird. So strange. Yeah, I can see the bottom. It's aligned properly. So why is the screw not going in? And why does everything feel so light in general? Whew. Okay. Yeah, weird. This goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you're a vendor and you're sending me stuff to demo on stream, to build on stream, try your best to get it as close to production as you can. Just cause, you know, like I'm not like a huge channel and everything, but I like to think I know what I'm talking about. Maybe no, you can't rotate the bottom weight because it's how it's how the USB-C is aligned, right? Like I was pretty satisfied with both his acrylic and his carbon fiber variant, but this one's just, this is weird. So weird. So weird. Yeah, it's not the It's not the rotation of the weight. I think it's might have something to do with the gasket. Maybe you gotta do the bottom ones first. That's really weird. Oh well, he did say he's sending me a new top unit, so hopefully that one will work better. It's seriously not going anymore. Maybe removing the top gaskets on a gasket mount board would defeat the purpose. Inafina says, "Are you a real magician?" Yes, I am. If you want to see a magic trick, my greatest one is if you send me $100 US, I can make it disappear in like a second. If you don't believe me, you just have to try it out. Did I see the Paragon 75? Yes, I did. I'm a big fan of 75% keyboard, so I'm looking forward to that for sure. You're now on the FBI list. Oh my word. You're gonna sell your kidney and buy a key cult on Mac Market. Well, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but like quite a few years ago, there was that kid who sold one kidney so that he could buy an iPad. And this was like what? This was in 2000. I think it was like an iPad 2, and I was like, what? Why would you do that? You're gonna sell your key cult to buy a kidney? Oh my gosh. Oh man, well, I'll probably play around with this a little bit more after the stream, but I think right now this is just going to be a little bit more frustration than I can deal with at the moment. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, anyway. Quick conclusions. This is the third board that Novelkeys has sent me. And so far, two out of three have been great. Like, sure, it was a more difficult building experience, but it was never frustrating like this. So I'm quite upset at how it's coming together. Number two, this is supposedly a Cerakote, but it is from a prototype factory. So the Cerakote is really not holding up to a lot of the wear and tear, like the simple wear and tear that I've been doing. I already see quite a few scratches and chips here and there, so yep, bad Cerakote, but this is a prototype. But with that said, I feel like there's so many things going on with the prototype that makes me very unconfident about the actual production unit. So geez. Yep, all the gaskets were the same thickness, yep. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do here. Anyway. Yeah, I will have another stream tomorrow evening. I'll play around with this a little bit more before then, and maybe you guys will see it. Maybe you guys will see it on stream, but for now, it's... Yeah, I don't even want to put keycaps on it because the top can't seal tightly. So what usually happens there, like I demonstrated earlier, is that the cap starts scratching on the side. So I'd rather not do that. So, but yeah, it's weird. It is a very strange build procedure, but yeah, you guys will find out more tomorrow. I guess I will amend this on YouTube as well if I find out more information, but in general, this is pretty bad. And if you guys watch this show a lot, you know I don't usually say that. I'm usually very optimistic and very like, oh yeah, this is a good board. I like it, but it's got these pros and cons. But this time I'm just like, oof. Oof indeed. Yeah. We'll see. I will amend this on YouTube, or I'll talk more about it tomorrow evening. We'll see. Yeah. We will see. Oof, was not expecting it to end this way, but you know, not every build is perfect. So darn it. So as you guys can see, I did finish the build, got all the screws in, and got GMK Serika on it as well. Looks really good to me, actually. See that? All yellow GMK Serika, and with the FFFF switches on there. Looks pretty good. I do have to say that the reason why I couldn't connect or put in all of the screws in earlier was simply because one of those dampeners compressed way too much that it got in the way of one of the screws. So when I had the screw off and it got a little loose, the gasket didn't actually cover the hole. But once I started screwing it in tighter, it started compressing and expanding way too much again. So I ended up having to cut off some of the gasket in order for it to work. Unfortunately, even after doing that, I still can't get the spacebar to completely not catch, to be free of the case. Like right now it works, but you know, after a certain number of actuations, it starts catching again. Oh, there we go. It's starting to do it. There we go. It's off again. But yeah, I probably will have to adjust the plate a little bit better. Like I feel like I tried my best already, but every now and then I do have to push it back up. So yeah, let's do a typing test. Let's do a quick typing test right here so you guys can hear all of this good stuff. Here we go. So yeah, it's a very clacky board. I think that's because of the heavy brass weight on the bottom. In terms of how it sounds overall, I felt like the more I typed, the more the spacebar kept catching onto the case. We'll definitely have to adjust this again, as I was saying earlier. See that? There's also that metallic sound that you can hear. I think, once again, that's more of the brass weight. In terms of overall thoughts of the board, I like how it feels. I like how heavy it is. I'm more of a thock person, so with the clacky nature of this board, I'm wondering if a polycarb plate would get it closer to where I want it to be. But I am quite upset, once again, about the Cerakoting. Once again, this is just a prototype, not the actual production grade unit. Production grade will be done through a different factory, but I'm also disappointed at how difficult it is to keep the space bar from scratching against this case. Like, this is literally the 4th time that I've put it in and out of the case, and it still catches on. So unfortunate, but yeah, I don't really know what to do at this point. Like, I've tried pushing it all the way to the top as well, but that plate only goes so far. Anyway, this board should be going into group buy, I think, in 2 weeks. Thanks guys for catching the show, and I know this is kind of like was not shown on stream, but I did eventually get it working. So thanks guys for joining in, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.